Hi, this is Patrick Birdsong with BirdHome Real Estate, and welcome to my home. We thought we'd switch things up a little bit for a couple of reasons. One, I just wanted this to be a little more personable. And then two, I just love where we live, so I wanted to share that as well. The question I wanted to address that I get pretty regularly is, should I help my kids buy a home? Or vice versa, I get a lot, hey, my parents are thinking about helping us buy a home. Do you think that's a good idea? So there's really kind of three parts to this. One, is it a good idea for parents and kids to work together to buy a home? There's a few different angles you can come at with that question. And then two, how do you structure it? What's the best way for parents to help kids buy a home if they're going to be doing it? And then three, what are the auxiliary benefits of helping kids buy a home? There are several, and it's something that has more to do with wealth building than it does have to do with actually buying a home and passing along wealth. So, number one, should parents help kids buy a home? And I think it's pretty specific to our market. Austin is a competitive city. It's also an expensive city. And those two factors make it to where it's hard for first-time home buyer to get into our market. And I believe the faster you get into home ownership, the faster you build wealth. And so, yes, I definitely think in our market, parents should help kids buy homes. And it's a great, if done right, it's a great win-win for everybody. So two, how do I help my kids buy a home? What's the best strategy? Number one, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a CPA. And I'm not a mortgage lender, and I'm not your attorney. I'm just your realtor, and I've got the good ideas. And if you really want to dig into it and have deeper conversations with those types of people, by all means, we can even recommend some. But first of all, if you're going to help, my favorite way to do it is the gift. You're allowed to gift up to 20% of the home purchase price, or the full down payment amount to your kids. It's not a loan. It is a gift, and it's a permanent gift, and there should be a gift letter that goes with it that the lender will require. That gift, down payment wise, helps your kids get into a home much easier. They'll have more money into the home, number one, and two, it'll knock out that PMI, the private mortgage insurance, which adds to your cost of buying if you put a lower down payment than 20%. The second way I like is, especially in the competitive side of our market, how it can be, cash. Turn your kids into a cash buyer. The way I recommend doing it is loan them the money, create a lien, and we can help with it, get an attorney involved to help set that up. It's real simple. But loan them the money. Don't buy it for them. Don't turn them into your tenants. Main reason for me is that they're not building wealth that way. They're not paying it down. It's not treated like a true loan. But turn yourself into a lender essentially. You become a lender. There are some auxiliary benefits to that to your kid for you versus your kids. And then two, your kids are allowed to make or are able to make cash offers on houses. And in this market right now, you could negotiate a little bit based on that. And so the last way to help is to help CoSign. This one's my least favorite, honestly. I truly believe if you can't afford the home, you shouldn't be buying it. The only reason co-signing works in some scenarios is as kind of like a bridge situation. I've had clients who need to sell to buy. Parents are gifting them the down payment. Parents are co-signing so they can afford two loans. And in Austin, where the average price is $700,000, that's $1.4 million worth of property, right? And essentially, $1 million to $1.2 million worth of loans. And that's a lot for a younger couple, younger buyer, whoever it is, to buy on their own. So I like that, but I typically recommend once you sell that other property, refinance the home and get parents out of the co-signing position. And lastly, I love the idea of forming stronger relationships with adult kids and their parents. It's a transition, right? Like, it's a strange thing, especially as a young person, when I can start becoming an adult. And I'm getting a little vulnerable here for you. But dynamic with your parents change, right? In the idea that we could do something together financially was great. And I think we really bonded over it. And then we eventually started flipping some homes, and Dad got involved in that too. And we had built the trust. He knew I'd pay him back. He knew I'd treat him, I would be an adult about him loaning me the money, and it was a win. So thanks again for watching the video. Hopefully this helped you out. And call us if you're ever thinking about buying or selling and investing in real estate.